I'm here at BGG.CON 2014 with Cyril from Days of Wonder.
Yep.
Okay. And he's going to show us 5 Tribes, which is one of their recently released games.
Yep, exactly.
So tell us a little bit about the game.
So, the big idea of the game, it's a twist around the placement game. So it's a displacement game. During the game, basically there are 2 phases. The first one is we are going to bid for the turn order. So every turn, players will spend money in order to set the order of the game. So this is important because the money they will use is point at the end of the game. So basically, when you spend money here, you spend points. But it is important as well to grab the best moves that you can see on the board. So sometimes you will try to prevent the other to do the best move, taking it by paying a lot. So every turn we are going to reset this turn order, and we are going to do it during all the game. So basically, what are you going to do in the game? So what you want to do is score. There are many ways to score in the game. So many ways that you will not be able to use them, all of them. So you need to focus on some ways to score, and at the end of the game we do a grand total on every single way to score to see who's the winner.
Okay. So what can a player do on their turn?
So you got, this is the land of Nakala. In this land there are many tribes that are on the board. You get some tiles with 3 meeples on every single tiles at the start of the game. What you are going to do at your turn is pretty simple. You take one of the tile, remove all the meeple that is on the tile, and you are going to move them in order to reach another tile. There are some basic moves rules that says there is no diagonal allowed, so you need to move orthogonally. And you need to drop 1 meeple for every steps you're doing on the board. And there is no backtracking allowed as well. And the main rule is the last meeple you are going to drop on the last tile of your row must match a color of a meeple that is already on the tile. So by regrouping the meeple like this, you are going to remove all the meeple of the colors you just bring in, and the number of the meeple are going to give you the intensity of the power that's going to apply.
So the more meeples of that color you get, the more powerful the ability.
Exactly.
Okay.
So every single meeples figure a tribe, and every tribe got his own power. So we got an helper, so you can figure out exactly what every tribe is going to do. So you remove the meeples, you apply the tribe effect, and once you're done with that, you consider the tile you move on, because every tile got his own single power as well. So what you want to do finally is try to combine the most effective way the power of the meeple and the power of the tile. And once you're done with that, your turn is over.
And how does the game end?
So there are many ways there are 2 ways exactly to end the games. So first, every time you remove the meeple from a tile, and if you empty the tile doing so, you take control of the tile by putting a camel on it. Okay? So this will give you the points that at the end of the game you will score the point that is on the tile, and you get only 8 camels during the game. So as soon as you drop your last camel on the tile, this initiates the last turn. As well, the second way to end the game is where there is no valid move on the board, because every time you play, you remove meeple from the board. So at some point, you won't be able to connect them anywhere.
And what are the different ways of scoring, briefly? So you can get points with the camels. How else can you get points during the game?
Yeah, so there are many ways to score, as I said. First, the money. all the money that you keep during the game or that you will gain during the game will turn into points at the end of the game. Then, by controlling tiles, so when you put a camel, you will score the value of the tile. As well, you will be able to grab some gene cards during the games. So the gene cards will give you points on power as well. So you can use the gene's power in order to score more during the game, in many ways. There are 21, I would say 21, 22 genes in the game, and each of them got a different power. Plus, there is a market card, that is linked to the merchant tribe. What you are going to do is to grab cards, collect them, do series, and turn the series into points at the end of the game. As well, there are some blue meeples, there are builders that will be able to score regarding of the board. When you remove them from the board, you are looking at the tiles, you remove them, and this will give you points. And you got a majority systems that is connected to the vizier. At the end of the game, you will score if you get more vizier than the other players. And finally, you got another way to score by using assassins that will allow you to kill vizier in front of the other to break tiles, for instance, or kill meeples on the board to take control of tiles by killing them. And as well, get some bonification of points by growing up palm trees and sometimes building palaces that increase the value of the tile. And that's all.
Right. And it's a 2 to 4 player game?
It's a 2 to 4 player game, and the game is pretty tactic. It's only about tactic. But when you play with a 2-player mode, there is a slight difference that turn the games, that twist the games a little bit, and if you ask me, it's very interesting to play a 2-player mode.
And how would you call it a light, medium, or heavy game in terms of the strategy and in terms of learning the rules?
Being clear, there is no strategy in the game. So maybe once you play 100 games, maybe you will be able to predict what's going to happen in 2 turns. But it's all about tactics. What is the best move that I can do right now without giving any opportunities to my competitors doing so? So there is a learning curve in the game. The explanation is a little bit long, but the game is very smooth. Turns are fast, could be played very fast, depending of the player. Of course, if you're subject to paralysis analysis, it could be long. But still, the game is pretty smooth.
Okay. And what kind of age range is the game suitable for? Have you played it with kids or teenagers at all?
I used to play. My girls, which is 10, want to play it a lot. Of course, she's not very comfortable with every range of the game, but I said with smart kids you can start with 9, 10, 11.
Alright, excellent. Thank you very much.
Welcome.